Shalom, this is an emergency broadcast alert, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rekakadash, in whom we are in great depth. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who wrote well, continue doing so, standing firm in the eyes of Torah, who I learned this truth from. To the elders, the bishops, Akim and Aquab, salutations and blessings to the house of David. We are the hopeful elect of GMS. This is your brother Quasiar with another quick one. And if it wasn't done here, or should I say, if it wasn't them, who are they that create these things? Okay? Because if it would happen somewhere else, I would have said, damn, somebody actually did something. But because it happened in Flatbush, right where the Little Hat country is, they came up with this idea. All right? And what I'm about to show you, you're going to say it too. You're gonna say some shit is coming. This is coming. Something is really around the corner. Who knows what's coming around the corner? Because I don't want to speak on it, not just yet, anyways. But down in the manholes, there is a lot of how should I word this? There's different avenues that you can go through to do certain things. All right, and I'm going to read something that I looked up in AI overview. Right, so where is it? What did I do? Give me a second. All right, so I'm going to refrain from what I asked Google and what it starts explaining, but I'm going to continue a little further down when it starts, but you'll get it. Man with this specific behavioral pattern is most commonly categorized as manipulative or a pathological liar. Behavioral pathological liar behaviorally faking events or falsely claiming someone did something to you, often refers to as playing the victim, is a classic projection and gaslighting tactic used to avoid accountability, deflect flame, or gain sympathy.
Saying that they are prepared to completely annihilate any country that comes against Russia. This was some very strange events that had happened over the last 48 hours. The first video here shows multiple men climbing out of a New York...
And I'm going to stop it for a minute because this guy is promoting the beep out of this channel. Right? It is full spectrum. This is his channel. He could do whatever he wants with his channel. But I'm not interested in all the promotion bits of the channel. Now, the CCTV camera, right, that caught this should have been a lot clearer than this. But for some reason, it's blurred out. You would think they were recording Bigfoot.
City, New York manhole in the dead of night. Let's look at that and then see what the response is. You guys tell me if something bigger is happening here. Maybe a terror event, maybe some sort of other black market event. You see the man in this vehicle goes towards the manhole, tells them that everything's okay, and then you start seeing multiple people come outside of it. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ultimately 6, 7 individuals come out of this manhole to very little fanfare. They're changing.
Now, I'm going to rewind that a little bit because you need to see how, not the quickness, because I know they fast forward in the video, but you need to analyze the way they're moving out of the manhole. And you see this car? What it does?
You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ultimately 6, 7. 7 individuals come out of this manhole to very little fanfare. They're changing once they get outside of it. They drop their clothes. This looks like a state-sponsored operation.
And you know, I don't know who did this. I have no idea. Because it's definitely not full spectrum. He got this from... He got this from... Where was it? Who are these people? I know I've seen this before. I've seen this, but I don't remember exactly where have I seen this channel. Where is it? I don't want to go too far into it. I don't want to go back to Putin. Here it is. This it's RT. Okay, RT. All right. So RT.
New York manhole in the dead of night. Let's look at that and then see what the response is. You guys tell me if something big.
Now, remember, I used to watch RT a lot because they were really good, but they, they folded. All right, they folded with the little hats. This right here, this is 9/11. It says 9/11, breaking 9/11. All right, so they promoting, they putting it out there. They're putting it in your face. All right. Now, this is Flatbush, right? Behind a little hat supermarket. All right. And the people who come, they say, he says it, the FBI. And the reason why I'm telling you is because I used to work around this area. And the apostles know that the FBI and the centurions that work in that area, they're all little hats. They ain't you're not gonna have regular cops working in that area. And if you did, they're right outside the area. The little hat centurions is the ones that are gonna show up first. All right. Now you see how they coming out of the manhole, right? And he pulled that manhole, like, he pulled it. He had a bar to pull the cover.
Is happening here. Maybe a terror event. Maybe some sort of other black market event.
This guy's in shorts? Anyways.
You see the man in this vehicle goes towards the manhole, tells them that everything's okay, and then you start seeing multiple people come out.
Mind you, I gotta add to this. This is construction work here. All right. This was planned not months ago. This was planned a few years ago.
Outside of it.
I mean, look at, 9/11. Look, I had an experience in 9/11, okay? I saw from the very beginning how the construction, because I got to word this right. I saw from first hand how the construction began. All right.
You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ultimately 6, 7. 7 individuals come out of this manhole to very little fanfare. They're changing once they get outside of it. They drop their clothes. This looks like a state-sponsored operation. The
States, he says? This is a little hat operation.
Vehicles are all lined up. This was planned ahead of time. Something bigger is happening here. And now look at the response inside of the USA. You don't send our police departments and the FBI down into these holes in this type of gear without it being something bigger.
Side sleep.
Damn, you. That guy needs to retire, man. He really do. I don't know what you're going to say. And I'm going to read this because this is what's going to come out of this. There's definitely going to come some Isaiah 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decree, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. Now I know he's still going to talk about, oh, he's got a mask, and that's really, the little hats making it look good. It's not just because they do an investigation. They want to make sure they come back out, alive. But in reality, this is all, like I said, it's a show. And they need to prepare accordingly because they don't know what they did down there. It's like the way he speaks is like they're supposed to know what the other guys that were there. It's an investigation. They got to be prepared for whatever. But anyway, let me let you hear it. Let me let you hear his intelligence.
Full oxygen regenerators or oxygen supply given to them as they go down here. I think that this might line up. We just had that biolab scare in California, the linked to Nevada, an Israeli citizen, an Israeli national sent back to the country. They had all sorts of biological contaminants inside of refrigerators. Very little news information came out over that. And then we have this event take place in New York.
Now you're going to see the little hats, the FBI that's in charge of this investigation. Right off the back, when I saw him, they little hats. It is a little hat area. All these guys, all the guys that are there, everybody there. Mind you, that truck was there the night before also. So they anyways, let's keep on.
Now, if you're asking me, there's something that we are not being told.
Yada, 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 yada. I'm going to keep it right there. And I'm going to read Jeremiah 51:9. We should have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one unto his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and it is lifted up even to the sky. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And that's all I have for now. Shalom.